Lisa Alexander, thank you for taking the time to chat with New South Wales Swifts TV. Can you tell us what you're doing here at the Swifts training today?
I'm taking training. This is very exciting. I don't always get the privilege of taking an ANZ franchise training session, but Rob Wright, new head coach, has actually asked me to take the session. It's given me a very clear focus. It's on an area I love, which is defence, so I'm really looking forward to it.
You've been touring around the country visiting the other Aussie teams. Can you tell us what have you been up to with them, and can you give us any of their secrets that they're doing in preparations for the 2014 season?
Oh, look, there's not much that's secret these days. It's all on Facebook and on the fan zone pages, etc. So I actually keep updated on those pages as well. Social media is fantastic, as you know. No, there's no real secrets. Everyone's working hard, which is terrific, and really the role that I'm playing is to make sure I'm doing those visits with our Diamond squad members, and we're doing individual athlete performance plans, and we sit down, my staff, together with the head coach and the athlete, and we discuss what the priorities are for 2014. Of course, for the Diamonds, it's winning a gold medal in Glasgow, and then of course for each franchise it's about getting into those finals for ANZ and winning a championship. So really the two things are not mutually exclusive, and we're trying to achieve, as much as we can and be as efficient as we can with that.
You mentioned Glasgow. The 2014 Commonwealth Games are being held in July, so you'll be keeping a close eye on the players' form throughout this season.
Oh, we absolutely will. The selectors and I, and we've got a new selector now, Michelle Wilkins from Perth, who's come on board now that Jill McIntosh has stepped aside to work with Jamaica, which, it's great for Jamaica but not so much for us. Along with Annie Sargent, of course, a legend here in New South Wales. My two selectors and I will be looking at all the matches very carefully, and we'll be selecting a new squad after round 7 of the ANZ Championships, and then we've got our selection of the team early May. It has to be early because the Commonwealth Games require that. But look, I think we've done enough work up to this point that we know that there are certain combinations that are going to work for us, but you never know. There could be somebody who raises their arm and gets themselves in there. So always the positions are up for grabs, and the selectors know that we've got a very important job to do for Australia.
Obviously, you're putting a lot of preparations into the Australian side, but have you been able to catch some of the action from the Tri-Nations that's happening at the moment in the UK between England, New Zealand and Jamaica?
Oh, look, it's certainly been really exciting, and the exciting thing is that it's been, we've had newspaper reports about it, which we don't often get. I haven't actually watched the footage yet because I've been busy on my tour, but it certainly will be part of my homework in February is to really, analyse that footage and take it apart. And New Zealand have done extremely well. I think Tamanu has done a great job and telling everyone they're not going to be very good. They might lose games, but they've come out with wins, and they've come out with a combination that's quite different, having Jodie Brown and Kat Latu on the game, against England. So England will be disappointed with their result against New Zealand, and that will make them work harder too. So look, it's all looking a great setup for Com Games, and we're really excited about that.
So we can expect you in the crowd at the Swiss home games cheering us on?
Oh, of course. Not when they're playing Australian teams, of course, because I have to be neutral. I'm Switzerland when that happens, but certainly against the New Zealand teams, I am very much all behind the Swifts.